Hey you guys, so I hope today you guys are having a great Saturday. So today we're going to do 24 questions all about me, okay? It's nothing too juicy, so if you want something that's a little bit more in depth, let me know and I will answer these questions. But I thought this would be cute, like a good little girl time questions. If you hear my cat in the background, I am so sorry, but she is on the patio and she is causing a mess. But how was you guys' day today? Before we get started, comment down below, please. My day was pretty good. I went to the park today and worked out. It was really good, but it was really hard. Like, y'all, I was running, and that second lap around, I was like, fuck this, I'm walking. Like, fuck this shit. Like, like, you know, like, I don't know. I know workouts are supposed to be, like, difficult, but child, like, I be feeling like I'm gonna throw up, and then I be feeling like I'm gonna pass out, but I don't ever, like, pass out nor throw up, but I just have that feeling, but I have to, like, keep going, and y'all, like, I just be like, oh my God. And then, like, for some reason, my dumbbell curls, they have not gotten any better, and it's probably because, like, I don't know. So I'm thinking about maybe just like going back down to like 10s or 12s and just starting like all over again to try to like figure out if I can like gain on my muscle memory or whatever. But okay, so let's get to these questions because I've ranted long enough and I hope you guys are having a really good Saturday. I'm going to be uploading this in the next couple of hours, so you guys will have a video same day. I'm doing good, ain't I? So questions. First question is, what makes you cry? I'm a Cancer, so literally, actually, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Cancer and we cry, but like, I think what makes me cry the most is when like you really like, I feel like you're being like mean. And I say that to people all the time. I'm like, oh my God, like she's so mean. But it's like when I feel like you're like 100% trying to hurt me, that makes me freaking cry. What else makes me cry? When I'm frustrated, like when I feel like you're lying. Like, okay, let's say like we're in like a debate or like we're just talking, like when I'm talking to my dad or something, right? Let's say like I'm asking you a question and you keep lying. That like it makes me cry because I'm frustrated. Like frustration. When I'm sad, I cry, obviously. I'm not the type of person where I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm okay, and I'm gonna just take it to the chin. I'm like, no, I'm okay, and I'm gonna just be like, you know, and I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm sorry. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I can't fake that over here. Like, if I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. Like, I don't care about none of that. And that, but see, that's, I know I shouldn't be ranting, but that's another thing too. Like, when I meet people, like when I used to date and stuff, that'd be like the first thing, because usually like if you've known me for like, let's say 6 months, you've seen me cry. Like, I'm just being, I cry like what, once a week, once a month, like whatever, I don't care. But like, I remember I was dating this one person, and I'm not gonna say who, and they were like, don't cry, child. After that, I was like, I'm done. Nope. Like, that's all I needed to hear from you. When you tell me not to cry, bitch, you gotta go. Like, cause I'm a cry. Yeah. So that's what makes me cry. Frustration and sadness. Yeah, I pretty much said that. Frustration, sadness, and stuff like that. That's what makes me cry. Which words annoy me? I don't think there's a word. Like, I know there's a lot of people who like be like, oh, when you say that word just disgusts me. I'm not the type of person, no. Like, and I'm very vulgar. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I'm around like my friends and stuff, like, well, it depends like what type of friend you are. But like when I'm around like, you know, like especially with my coworkers, y'all, SPD, stand up. We got the most vulgar people. Like, y'all don't be knowing what be going on behind the scenes in the hospital, honey. Because we be talking about everything. We be giving tips, but I'm not even gonna spill that tea. If you know, you know. But yeah, there's nothing. But what makes me upset when people don't have common sense. Yeah, that pisses me off. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe because I was raised around like my grandparents and my mother. Like, they all three like raised me. But like when I ask you a question and you look at me and you can't comprehend the question, that pisses me off. I don't know why. When I feel like I have to repeat myself like 101 times, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk to you. I'm good. I'm not repeating myself again. Like, there has been so many times where someone was like I repeated, like, I think the second time is like, after I repeated the second time, I'd be like, I'm not talking to you no more. I'm not repeating. They'd be like, no, what you say? I don't know what I said. I forgot. Like, I'm very heavy on that. Like, I'd be like, bitch, are you stupid? No. Okay, now we have 3. What makes me anxious? Ooh. change. I think when I know change is coming, I think that makes me anxious because I'm like, okay, like, and I think it's hard for me to like let certain situations go, and that's like with anything. Like I'm very like loyal, and I'm very yeah, I'm very loyal, and what is the other word? But anyways, I'm just gonna stick with loyal. I'm very loyal, and a lot of times I don't want to like cut friends off. I don't want to break up with people. I don't want to do those things, but I'm starting to get more comfortable with that. But when it comes to like expressing how I feel and actually like going to that person and be like, okay, this is how I feel, this is how you made me feel, that kind of gets me like a little bit anxious. Like I said, change, like when I know like a big thing, like when I know a big change is coming, like, okay, like me trying to start candles or me doing like YouTube, when I want to do that, like that made me really anxious. Like just when I know like change is coming and there's nothing I can do about it, it's like it's either you do it or you regret it for the rest of your life. That's what makes me anxious. So let's see, what can make me mad? When you lie. No. And look, you guys, I have a father who, that's why I don't talk to him, who will lie. I'm talking about when you straight up lie to me, like lie. Like you didn't even let my question marinate. You just came out the box lying. And then like, I'm the type of person too, like before I ask you a question, I know the answer, especially if it's something real serious. Like if I know, like if I figured out that you like snaked me, just anything like that. If I figured out that you did something real foul to me, like look, baby, like I said, I'm a Cancer, and I'm gonna do my homework before I come to you, right? So usually when I come to you with the homework, I'm like, all right, look, this is what's up. Like this is how I'm feeling. This is what made me feel this way. This, that, and the third. And if you blatantly, especially because I keep receipts, so when you blatantly lie to me and I got the receipts in my phone, I think you want to fight. Yeah, I think I have to really. I haven't fought in a while, you guys. Like I'm not like that anymore. But I just be looking at that person like, are you serious right now? Like, are you serious right now? You serious? You serious? And when I start saying it like that, like people like, you sound you come from New York. No, because I watch a lot of people on YouTube who come from New York. But when I be like, are you serious? Are you serious? Then I'd be like, this motherfucker just lied. Like, you just came out the gate lying? Like, then I'd be like, okay, well, that's the... Then I'd be like, I'm thinking about a situation. That's why I'm laughing. Then I'd be like, okay, well, here's the receipts. And then when you still lie about the receipts that I have given you and you're on the receipts, I'd be like, you know what? In that regard, I would kindly slap the shit out of you for that. I'm sorry. Like, because at that point, you don't care. Like, you just want to lie. You want something about. Like, I have a cousin. Well, she's not my cousin, but she was like my cousin's girlfriend. And she was like person, like, she'll sit a cup on the table, and you'll come in a second after, you will see her sit the cup on the table. And you be like, hey, did you sit the cup on the table? And she'll be like, no. You be like, why? Why are you lying, bitch? Like, it's... Y'all, that's what gets me there. As you can see, that's what makes me so mad. And yeah, how can I uplift my mood? A lot of times when I'm down, I try to like burn sage. I cry it out. I like write about it. Go to the gym, and that's about it. I think, yeah. I'll call my grandma because she has really good advice. Even though she gets on even though I try to tell her stuff like I used to, because you know she can't hold water for nothing. But like she does give really good advice. Like whenever I need it, so I'll probably just call my grandma and I'll be crying to my grandma and I'll be like, grandma, like this person did this to me, and she'll just be like, baby, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. So that's what she always tells me, like, because she knows like it's hard for me to let stuff go. And the first thing she always says with anything that I come to her to, she be like, well, you gotta let it go. Because 9 times out of 10, those are the problems that I have, not letting stuff go. Child. What makes me laugh? You know what? Ever since like I've really been working on myself, everything makes me laugh. Like I'm very giggly. Like I remember when I was a kid, I was like like 2, 3, 4. I used to be very giggly. Then shit happened, and like I kind of like got serious. But now like I kind of see like my giggliness coming back. Cause yeah, I've been laughing up a storm. Like at work, I laugh. Woo! But it feels good. So I pretty much laugh about anything. I have a twisted sense of humor too. Like this lady at my job, she feel y'all dead. I was so dead. I could not, my brain. I could not like stop laughing or like there was this one time this girl and she's like, I'm not gonna say who. And I hope no one from my job finds this video. But this girl at my job, she's really like, we got a couple of them that's a little stupid, right? And she did, so I'm not gonna tell y'all what she did, but she did something and they brought it up in the meeting. And she was like, and they didn't say who it was. And everybody's like, damn, who did that? And she's in the corner and she raised her hand and said she did it. Y'all, I was dead. When I tell y'all I was in tears and I felt so bad because I was laughing in her face. And they were like, Shay, like quit laughing. And I was like, no, like why would you, like, I don't know, when I do something stupid, I'm not gonna, like, if it's like a group thing and let's say like I did something and I fucked up, I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I'm not gonna tell nobody. Like I'm gonna take that shit to the chin. I'm like, okay, I fucked up. I know that was me. Like I remember doing that set, whatever. I remember doing that thing, whatever. And I'm gonna keep it moving. Like I'm not about to raise my hand in front of like 45 people and be like, oh, it was me. Like you setting yourself up to laugh, like to get laughed at. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I had to laugh. Like yeah, I was in tears. It was a good time. Good time. Which type of jokes makes me feel offended? The only jokes that make me feel offended are fat jokes. And the only reason why fat jokes make me feel offended is because my whole life I've always been chubby. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. So like those fat jokes, like if you call me fat, like don't call me fat. And there's no PHAT, no bitch, just don't call me fat. That's just what it is. And I'm sorry that was staticky, but whatever. What scares me the most? Failing at life and letting myself down. I think that's like one of the things that like really scares me the most because I feel like, you know, like you only have like one life to live, and I feel like I'm trying to do everything in my power to make sure that when I hit a certain age, like 30, 40, 50, that I'm in a different situation to where I can, you know, do the things that I want to do. And sometimes like I feel like I'm not gonna get there, and that kind of scares me and gives me anxiety. So yeah. Are there things that I still need to forgive myself for? Yes. I guess I'll tell you guys. Well, I'm not gonna talk about that. Being mean to myself, like really like talking down to myself. Like I didn't realize it, but like I'm very hard on myself, and I make myself basically feel like shit if I fail at something. So like when I do something, like I want to make sure that I do it 100% right at all times. So yeah, that is one thing that I'm like, I have to forgive myself for, because I'm like, okay, self, like you can't beat yourself up every single day. Like stop it. Be nice. Are there people I still need to forgive? Absolutely. Oh my God. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, yes. And I'm working on it. Like I need to forgive my dad, like first and foremost before anything. Like I've been working towards forgiving him over the years, but it's just, sorry guys, I'm playing with my hair. It popped off. But anyways, it's just certain things with my dad. Like I just be like, you never gonna change, like you're never gonna grow up, and I'm trying to learn how to just accept it. But like instead of me accepting it, I've just walked away from that like 100%. Like I haven't talked to my dad since his birthday, and his birthday is like June 23rd. I think it's June 23rd. So like I don't really talk to my dad like that. Like I talk to him when I need something. That's about it. Or when it's his birthday, or Christmas, or Easter, or something. That's about it. Which past events or experiences, what past events or experiences still bother me? Y'all be here all day. Well, I've been working through them. There's a couple that I kind of don't want to talk about. I'm trying to figure out if there's one that's like appropriate for me to talk about. But yeah, we're just gonna go past that question because y'all get deep. What are some of the biggest mistakes I made, and what did I learn from them? Not taking care of myself. Like ever since like I graduated from like high school and stuff like that, like I've been like, you know, working 2 or 3 jobs, eating too little, eating too much. Like there's really like no like when it comes to me and food, it's just we're not. So what was the question? What are some of the biggest mistakes I made? Okay, so yeah, that was the biggest mistake, just not taking care of myself. So that's why I'm doing that now, and I'm happy about it. So I'm happy that I'm taking the steps to take care of myself. Which childhood memory makes me happy and which makes me sad? Oh, child. Which childhood memory makes me happy? I remember when I was in high school. I know it's like not childhood, but I remember I was in high school, and me and my family, we had like this big like family reunion, because we did, like that side of family, like we never have family reunions on my grandma's side. And like we all got like, it's always like a vibe like when my grandma's side gets together. Like I love that side. Like I love like my cousin Carlos, he's my bestie. My cousin Norris, bestie. Like my cousin Johnny, like we say like all like cousin uncle. Like that's just like he's like my cousin uncle. Like Johnny is like that's my mom's first cousin. That's my second cousin. But like I always saw them as like brothers and sisters and like niece. Like just we've always been like siblings. Like we don't even see each other as cousins. Like literally like every time someone has like a baby and we're like, oh, like that's like the third cousin. Like it's so weird because you don't see families like that tight, and I'm like, we're very, very tight. Like we see each other as like siblings basically. So that was a really, really special memory. Very special. And which makes me sad. When I was 3, no, I think I was 4. My aunts. That's when we was living. I don't come from projects, okay? But my mama, we moved out of my grandparents' house, and she got her first apartment in these projects. And I remember we were coming home and it was blood everywhere, and come to find out like my 2 aunts got into like a fight or something. My 2 aunts and their best friend, they all 3 was fighting like this guy and this girl. It was like some crazy stuff. And come to find out, my aunt's best friend, my aunt got stabbed in the shoulder and I think in the rib, and she had to go to the hospital for like a month or something. And then my other auntie got stabbed in the head and in the shoulder, and she almost died. I remember her being on the bed, and that like right there, too much. And then the other their best friend ended up passing away. So that's a memory that's very sad. Okay, so what impact do I want to have on this world? Honestly, I'm not really I don't want to sound selfish. Like, I want to be a good person and I want to have a good impact on the world, but I'm like, look, there's 7 billion people, so what you do is a little like droplet in the thing. So I don't want to be famous or anything. I just want to be good by the people that are around me. That's it. How do I want people to remember me? Just as a good person. Nothing too extravagant. I want to remember myself as like a fantastic person. So it's like, I don't know. How do I want people to remember? Do I want children? I'm sorry, y'all. I went back and forth with this, but I think the final answer is no, I don't want children. I want to live my life completely like for me. So yeah. Where would I like to live? Somewhere by the water. Like, ever since I was a kid, I always said I wanted a beach house. So I was thinking about Savannah, Georgia. I've never been, but I was like, with the type of work that I do, I can travel and be a sterile processing tech. It's basically like travel nursing in my field, basically. So I can do that, and I was like, well, if I stay in like Savannah, Georgia, you know, I'll be on the water like I've always wanted. I'll be able to afford to buy me a house, and with me traveling, I could just travel to Florida. That's not that far away from Savannah, Georgia, and I could just be there for 3 months at a time, and hopefully get some assignments in other places in Georgia, to where I don't have to like, you know, travel too far. So that's like my goal. What do I want to be able to do before I die? I want to be able to have a fast savings account. I want to have an Audi. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to go to every single continent in this world. I want to, I don't know, I just want to be a fantastic person, honestly. What kind of career do I want? I know I want to be in healthcare. I'm a sterile processing tech right now. That'll probably take me like what, another like sterile processing. I like my job, so I'll probably be doing this for like another like what, I've been doing it for almost a year now. I'll probably do this for a good 2 to 3 years before I'll be like, okay, fine, fuck it, I want to do something else now. And then after that, I'll probably like do nursing or something because it's still in the healthcare field, and I'll probably want to get into like surgery. But yeah. What kind of career? Oh, never mind. What can I see myself doing every day until I retire? Going to the gym. Uh, do I want to have a 9 to 5 or own my own business? I actually, I think I'm like right in the middle of this, because like the type of work that I want to do, I basically want to be contracted out. So basically, it's like it's a 9 to 5, but I gave you my contract so you can sign me on. So it's like I'm my own business. That's basically how like travel, like being like a traveler healthcare worker works. So it's like you basically work for yourself. You don't have to answer to anybody. So that's what I want to do. So I guess that'll probably fall under more of your own business. I'm not for sure, honestly. But I do want to have my own business as well. Like I want to have a candle business. I'm doing YouTube stuff like that. So I think I'm more into having my own business. But a 9 to 5 is not bad. Good benefits. Do I like my job? I love my job, actually. Even though some people are just so trifling in healthcare, just so trifling, and just so trifling, so trifling. If you guys want a video about that, like the wild experiences that I've had in healthcare and like the things that I've seen, you guys can let me know. But just know that like I love my job, but sometimes I don't like the people. What did I want to see since I was a child? I'm sorry, let me reread that. What did I want to be? What did I want to be since I was a child? I wanted to be free. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wanted to have a life to where I made a good amount of money, I had a nice house, I had a nice car, and I could travel the world, and I could be around the people that actually genuinely loved me and didn't want to hurt me. That's what I wanted as a child, and that was it. Like I wanted a life of just bliss. I wanted a life of no negativity. I wanted a life of where I was just living my life, making my money, traveling when I wanted to, going where I wanted to go without having to answer to anybody. And I just wanted to be with a person that loved me the way that I loved them, and we could travel this world together and do our thing. That's what I wanted. And then the last question is, it's a deep one. Do you do you resent your dad? I don't know. That's a good one. I don't think I resent him. Do I? I don't know. See, the way that question is, it's like worded, it's odd. But my dad, he's been in and out of jail my whole life. So I think I probably do have a level of resentment towards him. But I think I've been kind of like chill with him, like not being around. So I don't know, because it's like I think when I was younger, like I used to really resent him, I used to really hate him, like I used to really I was basically heartbroken that he wasn't around. But now that I'm older, like I kind of don't want him around. So I think like the script has flipped, because it's like I think he wants me around, but I don't want him around. And when I was younger, I wanted him around, but he didn't want to be around. So ta-da, you guys. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys have learned a little bit about me and my mind or whatever. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and a comment. And I hope you guys have a good Saturday. Enjoy the sunshine and be as positive as you can. Bye.